Hello friends and welcome to Gardening with Creekside. Today what we're going to talk about are some of my favorite color combinations at the garden center right now, because that is probably one of the most common concerns, questions that we get here at the garden center, Dallas, North Carolina, is I don't know what to put together. I don't know what looks pretty together and I need help. So today we are all about some beautiful inspiration and pairing some colors together that maybe you haven't not thought of before. Before I get too far into colors, make sure, mark your calendar for Saturday, June 20th. That is going to be the day that Southern Living Plant Collection comes with their front yard garden party. It is going to be a fantastic day. It is a completely free event. And that it starts, the garden center opens at 9. The events really kind of start happening around 10. We'll have a Q&A. We'll have all sorts of plant education. Beautiful Southern Living Plants, of course, will be here. We've got Erin, the impatient gardener. She will be here visiting from Wisconsin. Yes, she can grow their plants as well. And then some other fun garden influencers from across the region. So come, we're going to have food trucks. It's going to be a fun day, June 20th. Mark it on your calendar. All right. One thing that I have heard so much, and it actually started last year, is because, of course, this year is our nation's 250th birthday. So a lot of people are doing red, white, and blue themes, whether it is in the container or the landscape. So here we have an idea for you of a sun-loving annual combination that would be great. So for our white, we have got the Angel Face White Angelonia. This is going to give you pure white flowers, will act as your thriller. Then for our red, we've got the Double Up Red Begonias. This is going to act as your filler. Nice and rounded habit, beautiful cherry red flowers. And for your blue, y'all, it is so hard to find a true blue flower in plants. This is a true blue with your Blew My Mind of Volvulus. This is going to act as your spiller. Put in a container, put it in the landscape. You cannot go wrong with red, white, and blue this summer as we celebrate year 250. So red, white, and blue. Next, pinks. Pink is one of the most popular colors in folks' gardens. It is soft, it is romantic, it is classic. I personally love pink in the garden as well. So here we have a nice low maintenance combination that thrives in the heat and humidity. We have got the Angel Face Wedgwood Pink. This is going to be a thriller. Again, you can use this in the landscape or a container. It is a really fun bicolor. So you've got those pinks and those creams. And then almost the exact same shade of pink, you have got your Sunstar Pink Penta. This is going to give you those massive blooms. But notice how we're all in the same shade. A little bit of cream, white, pink. So when you're looking at doing not a total monochromatic, meaning the same color, but very close. So we don't have a lot of contrast here. We're all in that same shade. And then we've rounded out with the Heart to Heart Caladium. This one is White Wonder. Still has the green, the white, and the pink. So whereas we had the Patriotic with those major different colors of the red, white, and blue, they're very similar. They is a very calming, elegant, restful for the eye. So pick a color and then find other plants that have that same kind of color in it as well. That goes with this combination. So here we have, of course, hydrangeas, right? I mean, we love and adore hydrangeas. Classic garden shrub, iconic with gardens is, this is the Let's Dance Skyview. But what's fun about Skyview is that we have got a ton of different colors on the same plant. We have got a creamy yellow with some pink. On this one bloom, we have got pinks, blues, and purples. So we've got these beautiful shades of colors. So let's, again, stay with that same kind of color palette and paired it with the Supertunia Vista Silverberry. So this is going to be a nice, vigorous one. It's going to give a nice carpet with that creamy white, with that pink veining in the throat of it. So this would be a lovely combination. Here in the South, we're going to put these in like morning sun and afternoon shade. As long as your petunias get that 5 to 6 hours of morning sun, they will thrive. In fact, they will actually do better later on in the summer. So this color combination works really well. When in doubt, add white. White makes everything pop. Even though it has a little bit of pink in there, it is predominantly a white bloom. White accents and makes anything pop and look gorgeous together. Speaking of white, come over here. If you're wanting to look for like classic, elegant color combination, this is kind of what I did in my backyard this year. You're going to pair some white with some purple. Now, what I have is I actually have these in our back patio area. If you've been around me for any length of time, you know that the Supertunia Mini Vista White is one of my all-time favorite plants. It is a great, great petunia, pure white. If you look in there, there is no other color. It is a solid, pure white bloom. So when you take that white and you pair it with purple, whether it is the purple of Bordeaux, where we have some of the lighter purple, that lavender, and then that really near black inside, great combination. What we have in our backyard this year is the Supertunia Vista Cool Jazz. So all of these colors will complement each other. So you could do the white with the Cool Jazz, white with the Bordeaux, but that is a classic, elegant color combination, white and purple. Again, don't get too hung up on it has to be the Supertunia Mini Vista White with the Cool Jazz. It could be the Angel Face, that white with another purple. So just choose which your plants are, but know that white and purple always go together. Just like in life, some things are black and white. In the garden, you too can have a black and white. What a beautiful combination. This is going to be for your more full sun garden, but you've got the black of this Newly Noir Color Blaze Coleus. Oh my goodness. And then you have got the black and the cream of the Supertunia Vista Latte. Oh, so if you are in your dramatic phase of life, if you're feeling a little moody and, like I said, dramatic, this would be a gorgeous combination together. Other black plants, right? So you've got sweet potato vine. So if you want to have something that climbs up, you could do the upside sweet potato vine. Something that trails, you can just do a traditional sweet potato vine. You have got like the black of the, there's different, the Mystic Illusion Dahlia with that dark foliage, but gorgeous combination of these two. I love it. You could put this in the landscape, you could put it in a container, you name it, but man, elegant. Moody and elegant, I would say, black and white. Also, another black things, if you don't want to do annuals, you want to do your, hibiscus, we're going to head on down because we have got some beautiful black hibiscus that we can pair. Maybe not with white that I'm going to show you, but you could absolutely do all sorts of different combinations. Speaking of black and white, this is a fun plant because you get black and white all in the same plant. So this is the Summerific Cookies and Cream. You get near black foliage with pure white flowers. It is the coolest plant. So I thought that was really fun. So there you go. It just proves that black and white go together in the garden. Now, let's say you are somebody that loves bold colors. All right, come with me. So what we have here is the Summerific Edge of Night Perennial Hibiscus. Again, near black foliage on it, and it's going to give us beautiful, I tell you y'all, they're like fluorescent pink flowers. Nice mounded habit to it. Look at that color combination. You've got the Chartreuse green of your Sunshine Ligustrum paired with that dark, dark foliage of the Cookies and Cream. Your Sunshine Ligustrum is going to be more upright, taller, Going to give you that year-round color of this chartreuse yellow foliage, and then you've got that beautiful mounded habit of the dark foliage with the cookies and cream. Beautiful full sun garden, gorgeous, massive color pop. They play off of each other really, really well. So whether you want to have that monochromatic where your all colors are kind of in there the same together, or you want massive contrast, we can go on both ends of the spectrum. Now you may say to me, Jenny, I love the combination of the chartreuse and the dark foliage, but I need something year round. So again, this is just proving the point of that we're looking for colors, not necessarily specific plants. So here we have the Night Lights Camariciferous from our friends at Southern Living Plant Collection. These are gorgeous, beautiful evergreen plants with that chartreuse color, and then pair it with the Jazz Hands Pink Loropetalum. These are going to be evergreen, but it shows you that gorgeous combination and contrast of the deep, rich purple and that chartreuse foliage together. So this would be a stunning, very impactful, front yard display. Both of these are going to get to be a nice, relatively good size. Your Loropetalum in that 3 to 5, and then your Night Lights are in that 4 to 5. So depending on how your house looks or your space, we always say to plan for the maximum height. Maybe here in the South, even a little bit of extra. So loving this combination of that dark Loropetalum with that Camariciferous of that bright chartreuse. Beautiful, impactful combination that gives year-round color and interest. Cannot go wrong with silver and pink. Beautiful combination. So here we have two shrubs that give us that silver and pink combination. We have got Kinsley's Ghost. This is going to be that really cool, unique honeysuckle that reminds you kind of a little bit of eucalyptus. So this is going to be that older leaf, right? So it's nice, it's like a silver dollar, but notice the younger leaves, right? So they're more elongated, and then as they mature, they will take on that round shape. This vine is going to give you nice height, beautiful silver blue that complements and goes beautifully with the Pugster Pinker butterfly bush. So if you have an area that you need to cover, so your Kinsley's Ghost has got to have something to climb. So whether it's a fence, a wall, a trellis, an arbor, whatever the case may be, we're going to have this as that upright, and then we're going to have the Pugster Pinker with those beautiful pink blooms and that nice mounded habit about in that 3-foot size right here below it. So another option for you is that you could do with your pink, you could do the Dichondra Silver Falls, nice trailing habit, and then we could do a pink petunia, or we could do those pink pentas or the pink salvia. So thinking of those pinks and the silvers together, absolutely gorgeous. To wrap up talking about color combinations, we are going to highlight and really kind of look at this container that we have here in front of the barn. This is the water trough for those of you that are familiar with Creekside and our containers. So a livestock water trough filled completely with soil, and this is our combination for this season. It kind of employs all of those combinations that we have talked about so far. So you have got the absolute gorgeous, beautiful black foliage of the sweet potato vine. Now, anybody that knows sweet potato vine knows that it can be quite vigorous. This is a beautiful potato vine. And then behind it and beside of it, we have got silvers and whites. So we have got the Super Petunia Mini Vista White, right? So that white and black together. We also have that white with the purple, whether it is the Tiara Blue or the Superbena Amethyst. Thank you. Superbena Amethyst, Superbena Amethyst. So that white and that purple together. And then another dark foliage in here is Plum Dandy. Plum Dandy is a great accent plant. So we're putting all of these combinations together so that the colors will complement each other and contrast off of each other. But you can always have in those fun pops of color. So in the back, as the season progresses, these sun patients are going to get nice and big. This is the rose glow, I want to say. And so you have got this gorgeous combination of the pinks and the purples, dark foliage as well, that's going to come up. And then she's not blooming right now, but we have an accent color with the Atlas rose. And Atlas is going to give us that orange peachy color that's really going to complement this combination of plants. But just going in, y'all, don't be afraid to use bold colors and contrasting colors and having those different shades, right? You've got different purples in here with the amethyst and the tiara blue, and we even have some of the violet night sweet alyssum, and then again that white. White makes everything pop with the Super Petunia Mini Vista white and the diamond frost that is poking through there. So using those colors to complement, contrast each other makes for a big impact, whether you're doing a container or the front of your house. That is going to be a nice evergreen for you and everyone that drives by to see and enjoy. So if you need some help and you want to get some ideas on how to put some colors together for your yard, come see us on Wednesdays through Saturdays at 9 to 3. I guess it is appropriate to go ahead and say July 4th. We're going to be closed that day. That is a Saturday this year. And so Saturday, July the 4th, the nursery will be closed. We'll be open up to that day on July the 3rd. But yeah, it's not going to be far from here. And so we'll just go ahead and say we're going to be closed on July 4th. It's crazy that it's already here. As always, we hope you found it fun, informative, and inspirational. Y'all have a great day. We'll see you in the next video. Bye, friends.